Just one race remains this season to crown a champion. 2 Hendrick Motorsports drivers enter the race, separated by just a few points. Hamlin, Harvick, and Kurt Busch wait in the wings. We have 81 laps here for tonight's race before we crown a champion. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup for tonight's race. And with that front row we have the 2 championship contenders right next to each other on the front row. Dale Earnhardt Jr. enters the race 12 points above teammate Jimmie Johnson. These 2 drivers see nothing out the windshield. They know what they have to do to win this championship tonight, beat the other driver. They have quite a big gap back to Denny Hamlin, who is in row number 2, along with Kevin Harvick. So the top 4 in the championship, starting 1, 2, 3, 4, they know what they have to do to get this championship won. Starting up front's a good way to get this race started here. But as I said, front row, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmie Johnson, Denny Hamlin, and Harvick make up row 2. And then I'll throw it over to Jake for rows 3 and beyond.
You got Jeff Gordon there starting in third. Has been extremely strong these past few weeks. Has led the most laps in every race. Just cannot close out in the end. Hopefully tonight he can finally change it and get that second win. Kasey Kahne, this is his best season at Hendrick Motorsports to date. 2 wins and an extremely solid season so far, hoping to get top 10 in the points. You got Kurt Busch, the 5th driver in points, 135 points back. He's mathematically in it, although I don't really think he has a realistic shot. Anything can happen this season, especially with how crazy it's been. And you got Kyle Larson, who has been on a great rookie season here. You got then Carl Edwards there, winless so far this season, just wanting this thing to be over. Has not won a race since the Bristol night race last season, and that was mainly due to his teammate Greg Biffle letting him have it. And then you got Ryan Newman, the driver we all thought would have won this championship, has finished 20th or worse these past few weeks. Just been awful recently for that team. But anyways, let's get ready for the starting command for the last race of the season.
Drivers, start your engines!
Here we are, getting ready to roll off here. The 88 has been really consistent so far. Hopefully he doesn't choke it away in the last race of the season.
Well, just keep in mind, Dale Jr. is going for back-to-back.
Yes, he is. Jimmie Johnson trying to find his record-tying 7th championship this season. Last season, he looked like he could have done it, but he choked it away at Homestead and got held up on pit road. And got a bunch of damage. Dale Earnhardt Jr. dominated the race and pretty much had it locked up after lap 30. Kevin Harvick could not really make it in time. Harvick now is on the outside looking in. Is between the front row, Jimmie Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. for this title.
It's convenient that they're on the front row.
Hey, you can see that both teams clearly came out with their best foot forward here as they've qualified on the front row. Like I said in the intro, both teams know exactly what they have to do, who they're battling. And Denny Hamlin, no slouch either. We'll have to see what he's able to do. Quite a few points back, but if these two get to racing early, we've seen it before, we could see contact between these 2 drivers. And if we have that, it would open the door for the 11 or the 4.
The 24 and 5th, the 5 and 6th. Hendrick Motorsports recently has just been on a tear. They have not closed out to victory lane. Other than last week, Jimmie Johnson passed Dale Jr. on the last lap to get the win and close the championship gap by 5 points. But here we go, boys. Pace car coming down on the pit road. This has been a fantastic season so far. Hopefully the finale will end it off on a high note. As they're entering the restart box for the final time this season, the green flag is waving. We are racing at Homestead.
Junior with a great jump right off the start. Leading this lap here is going to give him an extra couple bonus points. That's going to be a big deal in this championship battle.
The 48 trailing behind him. The 11 now locks himself in third. The 24 behind him.
It's going to be crucial for Dale Jr. We know at a track like Homestead, Miami, the tire wear is pretty excessive here. You don't normally want to really tear up your equipment at the start, but keeping Jimmie Johnson from leading a lap is going to be a huge benefit to Junior.
Already, the top 2 have pulled away from the rest of the field. Let's see what Jimmie Johnson can do, because the 88 is in clean air. I can't tell. It's a little too early to see if he's catching it, but that 48 is holding strong in second.
The 11 and the 24 side by side. Gordon said he's going to try his best to help out his teammates so that way they could go out there and win this thing. But he said he's not going to give up the win, though. And look at Newman. Oh, my goodness. Kyle Busch almost wrecked him off of 4.
Question for Gordon's going to be, does he really want to get involved in this? He's got the 11 on his outside, but if he's got the speed for the 48 and the 88, they're both teammates. So
He's catching
I don't really
him.
see how he could justify helping one over the other. It'll be interesting to see if that 24's got the pace for those two over the long run.
It looks like these guys have not got.
Oh, look at Hamlin. Up against the wall. He Larson lined it.
Riding his track. Wow.
Looks like both the 11 and the 24, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say, it looks like the 11 and the 24, while being side by side, are both faster than the 88 and the 48.
They are close. Well, here comes the 24 trying to peek on the inside of the 48. Is he on his inside?
Gordon willing to pass his teammates, though, that is the question.
Yeah, now they're right there. Here comes the 24.
He sends it. Here comes the 48. Oh my God, he's going to get the lap lead! The outside of the 88, can he get the lap? No! Wait!
He's not going to get it this I don't think he got it that time, but he's going to have a good shot this time by. If he can hold the top lane, I think he's got it.
Oh, Junior really loose on the bottom.
You can see, I think Junior's car just doesn't have it right now. It's just not quite as fast.
I think the 88 might be a lot
The
better.
88 doesn't have to win here. He just has to finish better than 3rd. And then if Jimmie Johnson wins, and it looks like it's going to be really hard to beat that 48 car. 5 championships in a row. Can he do it?
The thing for Gordon's going to be, it's going to be really interesting because it looks like Gordon's the faster of the 3 right now. But if he gets to 2nd and Junior slips to 3rd, that puts Johnson in the points lead.
They're side by side right now.
Let's see what that fastest lap is so far.
The 24.
It is the 24.
He's going to help out Johnson, going to give him a push. Junior trying to side draft. Can he get there? The 11 and the 4 falling back. Caution free so far. I thought we'd have a wreck at this point. Let's see what the last nearest car is. It's Michael Annette. So
with the way these guys are racing in the top 3, I'm surprised there hasn't been a wreck.
Yeah, 3 of the 400 cars are pulling away from the rest of the field. They got about, almost a second from Hamlin? And they're all 3 of those guys are holding strong.
This is going to be a problem for Junior. If the 24 gets around him, it could pose a problem.
I think the 24 is just going to stay behind the 48. The 88 is staying with him because of the side draft. I feel like Gordon changed up his line. Junior got loose. He's going to get separated from the 48 here unless he side drafts him, and he does. Look at Gordon go. Side draft is so strong here. One thing I would like to go back here, the 4 and the 41 are catching up to the 11 car. I think cars side by side are actually not as slow as I thought they would be here. I actually might think they might be faster, but Kasey Kahne right now running in 7th, the worst of the 100 cars, but still great season for that 5 team. Hopefully they can close it on a high note and get a good finish here, but Junior once again side drafting the 48.
I think the outside's the better line, but the bottom's able to side draft just enough down the straight.
Gordon in the wall.
Oh my God, he's reeling him in though! No, he's not. Now the 88 and the 48 all alone.
Big problems for the 24.
That could hurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was exactly what Dale Earnhardt Jr. wanted to see right there, because now even if he falls behind the 48, the 24 is not there to make that make the pass.
But he's still battling for the lead.
These two are not letting each other get away. Any spot matters here. The 48 gets a power down on the outside. The 88 down low. Who's going to get the lap here? Oh, 48.
If I understand correctly, it's 5 points per position, at least in the top 10. So if you look at the standings, plus how many points do they get in bonus points?
5. 5 points for leading lap, 5 points for most laps led, and I think that's it.
So it was a 12-point gap coming into the race. And do they get any points for a pole?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, okay, so if it's off the Winston format, they don't. So that would mean if it was 12 points separating coming into the race, they both led a lap. But at this point, I believe the 48 has the most laps led bonus, which means that he is sitting 2 points behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. as they run right now.
Now the question is that are these two guys pushing really hard trying to see who can lead the most laps in this stint.
Yeah, that could affect them in the long run if we go green car time.
They're driving away from the 24. Oh, he's getting closer and closer every single lap.
If I were Jimmie Johnson, I would be doing everything I can to back the 88 up to the 24, because Jeff Gordon's clearly the third fastest car in the field. He just made that small mistake getting into the wall. Jeff Gordon is really Johnson's only chance of winning this championship, because he needs Dale Jr. to finish third or worse. And I just, at this point, don't see anyone other than the 24 having something for the 88 or the 48.
Whereas lap cars just exiting turn 2, they just enter turn 1. So lap cars playing a factor here shortly. The 11 and these guys right now battling it out. Kurt Busch trying to make the most of the season. He's getting closer and closer every time with that 11 car. Can he clear him?
Is he going to pass Hamlin?
He's going to try to slide job here. Let's see if he can pull it off. Oh my goodness, I don't know how he didn't wreck him there.
Harvick right in front of him. Thing is, that 24 car is about 2/10 slower every lap than the front two. So I think that 24 will fall back to Hamlin, Busch, and Harvick eventually.
30.4. No, he's faster than him. He is 10th faster than him. So let's look through the field here. Kyle Larson right now running in 9th right now. Homestead is one of his favorite racetracks to drive on, and it's showing right now running really well. Ryan Newman is inching closer and closer every lap. Look at Logano there. Biffle almost ran into him. Yeah, Keselowski there, back there. Kyle Busch, Clint Bowyer. Danica Patrick running in the top 15. Really good run for her. Let's get back up there with your leaders and see where the lap cars are. Oh, this is not going to be good.
Yeah, they're still side by side. They've been side by side for at least 5 to 6 laps now, right?
They've been side by side for the whole race. Let's see if the 88. Oh, he's getting really close. No, he can't get it.
You've got to wonder exactly when is the tire wear going to kick in. You can't tell me the 48 and the 88 have been running side by side, faster laps than anyone in the field for the entire race, and been saving their tires. You can't tell me that.
Well, then again, let's look through the field. Gordon is the only one I suspect was saving his tires. You got Hamlin, 41, the 4 battling it out, the 5 and the 99. The 42 trying to stay ahead of the 31 because Ryan Newman's one of the hardest to pass. So I don't think anybody here has been saving their stuff. So I believe the only one they'd have to fear is the 24 passing them.
The only thing is that 24 hit the wall.
Yes, so he might have cut a tire down. I doubt it, but he's losing a lot of time to them, so anything can happen. The 7 car running at dead last. The 88 starting to lose the 48 more and more. That outside starting to kick in more and more. Maybe that wall will start to be more viable to some of these guys. No caution yet. Remember, this is also this is the longest race of the season, like laps wise and length. So could be interesting here.
The side draft is clearly what's keeping Junior alongside the 48. I would imagine Jimmie Johnson's faster. It's going to be interesting to see once they get to traffic what happens.
The Junior has the bottom, so I think he might prevail the most and then snatch that lead away.
The problem for them is going to be if they have worn their tires out. If they have pushed it a little bit harder, it's going to be much more difficult for them to use other lanes to get around this traffic.
Well, let's see if that's true. Here we go. They're going to get him on the backstretch. The 88 might be lifting a little bit. No, he's going to stay side by side. Use the lap cars at a pick. The 7 of Michael in that head.
Johnson drove it really, really hard.
Oh, there we go. 88 sends it in the inside.
Michael in that.
And there he goes, the lead.
Wow.
Yeah, Johnson drove it into turn 1 really, really hard, trying to get clear of Junior before they got to traffic, but had to back up the corner. He needs to get back in front of that the 88. He's only got about 10 or so laps more lead than the 88 car does, so he needs that bonus point. If he's going to win this championship, he absolutely has to get that most laps led bonus. There's no way, barring any major problem that you can't really bet on, for Junior to finish outside the top 3. So at most, Gordon's going to be the one to beat the 88. So
here we go.
Get back
Here we go on the inside.
He's going to use him as a pick, the 36 in front of him. And he's taking Junior's line. Now Johnson's going to prevail the most here. Unless, no he will. The 88's going to check up to go underneath the 36. He's looking low.
bad news for Gordon. Bad news for Gordon. They're too wide back here. I think this is really going to hold him up. He's going to take him 3 on the bottom, but that is not at all what the 24 wanted to see. As we look here, the 48 has a big gap on the 88. We know he's been faster, so we'll have to see if Jimmie Johnson's able to pull away from the 88 of Earnhardt Jr. here as the race goes on.
It's going to be interesting to follow that battle.
Just going to stay behind the lap car. Remember, maybe some of these guys maybe some of the leaders might just stay behind the lap car to save some fuel because anything really matters. The 88 got really tight there. Almost pile drove him.
And Johnson, I don't know if you saw it, he tried to shoot the gap down under the 26 and had to jump out of the throttle. That cost him a fair bit of time to the rest of the field here, especially the 24. But Gordon's going to also have to get involved. The reason we need to keep an eye on the 24, as I've stated before, I think he's the only car that's really going to matter here for the 48 and the 88, and that's important because at this point, unless Jimmie Johnson gets the fastest lap after the cycle of pit stops, which, once again, you can't really bet your entire championship battle on getting that bonus point, unless Johnson gets that fastest lap point, then it's the only chance of Johnson winning this championship is going to come from the 24.
The 88 on the radio says the car is handling really good. The 48 says it's handling fantastic right now. Both cars are handling to the driver's etiquette right now. And they're running about the same line. Junior may be a little bit higher, but the 51 up against the wall there trying to get up to the 26. But here comes the 24. Gonna look to the inside, way down low. And look at that, now Clint Busch clear of the 11.
Wait until the first caution, and then you'll see if the drivers are still happy.
I don't know if we'll get a caution.
Yeah, the way that they're racing, it's majority is just single file, aside from a couple lap cars.
The 48's got a bit of clean air until he gets to the next lap car. Now 88 looks like he is catching him just a little bit.
Let's go back and see if you're right. See here, 30.7, 30.8. Oh, he's a little bit faster than him.
Jake, what would it take for third place to win the championship?
Both of them wrecking out. That's all Hamlin had. That's really, Hamlin really needs that. And that could happen because these guys are really, really like stressed out right now trying to get around these lap cars as fast as possible. But the only thing
what a situation that would be. The front two guys take each other out and Denny Hamlin wins.
Well, that's what I was about to say. This battle isn't just meaningless back here for 4th, 5th, and 6th because if I remember correctly, they're separated by about 10 to 15 points, at least the 11 and the 4. Not sure exactly how far back the 41 is.
Kurt is he's less than 30 points behind them, so this could be
If we get a big incident and then a couple restarts, things could get disastrous.
Oh, the 98 in the wall, the 26 behind him. 26 going to check up. Really smart move there. Not going to push the issue there. The 99 of Carl Weber is turning some of the fastest laps back here, but let's get back up through. Oh, Almirola.
We already green flag stops here.
He might have had an issue, but we have to wait and see on that. Here comes the 88 on the back of the 48. Oh, he's going to get into him.
Earnhardt Jr.'s on his bumper.
Junior's going to try to probably make a move down the front stretch. Let's see if he can. Oh, he didn't quite get as good of a run off as he was probably.
Here we go.
He's got the draft. There's going to be enough here going into 1.
Jeff Gordon caught 0.4 of a second on them when they got stuck behind the traffic, so if that keeps happening, he might not be out of this one. Once again, we got to keep an eye on because if the 48 and the 88 are the... Oh, we have caution.
Yellow's out. For...
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's in front of the leaders. Oh no, that's in front of the leaders. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, they're checking up Junior.
Junior's in the grass.
He saved it. What a save!
What a save!
That was awesome.
Junior had to have been the last Freebird in that car.
Oh my God.
Gonna let the 48 go here because 48 was ahead of him. The 3 of Dylan. Oh my God!
Oh, Jimmie Johnson's been turned around.
Playoff implications.
He doesn't have any damage.
I think he might have gotten tapped on the rear end just a little bit. I don't know how bad it would be, but I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of damage on that 48.
It was the one car.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Right side.
Yep.
Oh, yep, there's some bumper damage.
Now here's the thing, though. In previous races this season, people with bumper damage are not that slow. It's just they're really hard to hold off. So
he might be able to get that repaired. He might be able to get that repaired.
Trevor Bayne moving to the top. The 88 and the 48 are going to pit. The 48 is going to lose some time because he has to repair the damage. But that was disaster for him there. After pit stops, let's go back and take a look at what happened here.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we get a replay of that caution?
We'll have to see if pit stops.
The caution was beneficial for Johnson in the fact that it allowed other drivers to catch up and maybe battle the 88, but that was not what he wanted with Jay McMurray. I'm sure the 48 team is going to be going over there to the 1 team to have a couple of words.
Yeah, because the one of Jamie McMurray just pile drove into him and didn't even lift. The 48 was even like ahead of him for like 3 seconds. Let's see here. Will Johnson repair the damage, or will he just fly back out there? The 88 checking up. Right, let's see who gets up pit road first. Taking tires now. The 15 aboard with heavy damage. Look at Keselowski. That thing is messed up.
That 48 looks like he's going to be at the pits
here we go.
before Junior if it works out for him.
He's getting the damage repaired. Now, he's losing second. Hamlin and Harvick on the road.
Position.
Oh,
wow.
Hamlin and Harvick
lost positions. So I'd imagine Hamlin and Harvick probably either had some damage or they might have had a problem. Johnson still has some damage on the back of that 48 car.
It's not as bad though.
Yeah, but now he's going to have to get around the 99, the 41, and the 24. He's got to hope Jeff Gordon puts up a huge battle against that 88 car. Let's go back and take a look.
Let's see where the true car, the 15, and let's see what happened there.
Oh.
Brian Scott blew the engine. Oh, crap.
Oh, my God.
Did Michael Annette blow a tire, too?
No.
Oh, wait. It wasn't.
The 33 blew up, but then the 7 just drove all the way to the wall.
Yeah.
Big hit for Keselowski there. And then what happened to Austin Dillon?
Oh, that's a lot of
Austin
damage.
Dillon also had damage.
He creamed into the 95.
Yeah.
And here comes the leaders. The 88 just drives it straight down there. What a drive there by the 88 to save that thing.
Imagine if he had wrecked that car and then Johnson had really gotten a lot of damage. That would have opened the door for the 11 team.
Hey, what up? Okay, let's see. The 48 moves up. Okay. You can't really blend out on the 1. The 1 saw cleared racetrack, and then Johnson came up a little bit. Just wrong place, wrong time. But hopefully the 48 is not out of this thing, because that was a lot of fun seeing those two battle out.
Let's catch back up to the field here and see what's going on before the restart.
The 3 and the 33 are out. Apparently, the 33 of Brian Scott blew a camshaft. That's why he stayed in front of the 15 and the 7 car. Yeah. So that wouldn't have been a caution. And look at that. You see, nighttime is the right time here. Nighttime is really starting to settle in. That might change the racetrack for some of these drivers. The 48 team on the bottom lane. The bottom lane is where you want to be at the start of the run. Hopefully the damage does not ruin that 48 championship hopes.
Now let's see how this restart's going to go, because now the field's bunched up again. You know, people have complained about how their car's driving now. They got a chance to make a pit stop and change their setup, so let's see what they can do here. Who will be the fastest guy here, because I know that 88 and 48 are the fastest guy here right now, but we'll see how
the 24 fares.
Maybe, yeah, the 99, 41, 11. Let's see what they can do here.
Carl Edwards trying to get one last win this season to end it up on a high note, but he said he will not try his best not to get involved in the fight if it came down to it. 88 going to lead them to the coming to the restart box. The 24 on the outside. Let's see what happens. Green flag, and the 24 gets a good jump.
Jimmie Johnson's going to have to pull off some 2011 Tony Stewart style moves here.
And there he goes, following Kurt Busch, taking 3 wide for the lead.
It's going to be fun to watch him charge back up from the field.
Kurt Busch to the inside now of the 88, and he's going to get there.
Will Johnson try 3? He's looking. He's going to go for it looks like.
Oh, Junior's going to send it up top. The 48's there. The 99 got loose. Are they? Okay, no, they're all fine. Nope. I saw somebody hit the wall. Look at this, though. Chevy top 4. The 48 slide dropping it. He's up to second. To the inside of the 88. 88, I mean. And he gets to the lead.
Damage isn't holding him up, and look, the 24 is sticking with him.
All the 24s are going to take it. 3!
Oh,
Almost in the wall.
Almost in the wall again.
almost at the wall. It's good right now.
It's gonna really hurt him.
Okay, I thought
in
there was
the
a
long
caution.
run.
I heard somebody check up. Kurt Busch now in 4th. Carl Edwards is going to pass Hamlin here. That's what Kurt needs to in order to finish 3rd in the championship.
You know, Jake, good power right now. For the final time this season, let's crank it up.
Yeah! You saw there with the 48 made major contact with the 88, got him loose. Now the 88 going to try to get most laps led here, and then it's going to be really hard for the 48 to even challenge him for the championship. But the 48 going to try to get to this inside. He cleared him.
Johnson, that damage
Might be affecting him in the long run.
I know everyone's focusing on the top two right now, but don't forget, Denny Hamlin is in 4th if these guys happen to crash.
You see Kurt Busch changing up his line back there, down to 7th. Right, it's Kasey Kahne running in 8th, Matt Kenseth 9th, Larson and Biffle battling for 10th. And look at this, Casey Mears running inside the top 15, and that underfooted race team, really, really strong performance for that small team.
Yeah, guys, what's up with the green number of the 16 car?
That's their sponsor.
Wait, what?
Their sponsor, I can't really see it that well, but their sponsor changed the number on the 16. Yeah, it's weird. I know.
Weird.
Let's get back
That
up
was
there.
weird.
Just want to point this out.
Side by
Carl
side,
Edwards.
once again.
Carl Edwards has a lot of pace in that 99 car. He was passing a lot of cars on the restart. He just can't seem to get around the 11 and the 4. But if he does, there's a chance he might have something. Once again, the reason I point this out is Jimmie Johnson cannot win this championship unless, one, he has to beat the 88, which is something he's still working on right now. But then he also needs somebody else to beat the 88 as well. So keep that in mind as the race goes on.
Well,
These
lap
lap
cars
cars
up here.
Running up against the wall, that actually could help out some of the leaders on getting around them because they're so close to the wall. And see there.
Yeah, but the problem is, if the leaders decide to run the top too.
I mean, as it looks right now, Jeff is running somewhere in the middle of that. I'd imagine the 88 and the 40 would run that too if they were all by themselves. The 11 gets clear of the 99. Harvick's pushing him.
Past halfway here, guys. Still got a long way to go. Just want to point that out. Over half of this race is complete.
And listening to the 88 radio, they will have to pit again if we continue green. They cannot make it.
Remember,
But with the way they're racing right now, I'm not surprised.
lap traffic was the reason for the last caution, so will lap traffic be the reason for this caution? Because they are catching the lap traffic very fast. So within the next 10 laps, 15 laps, so we should keep guys in lap traffic.
195 in a turn 1. Sorry there, Jake, but just
It's fine.
flying here. And
So,
the 88 clears him.
I think the damage is really hurting the 48 more as the run goes on. Just seems like he can't quite keep up with the 88 like he used to. In fact, actually, it seemed like he used to be the faster car, but now that's swung
He
more in
could be
Junior's
just
direction.
because it might just because of the lanes. He's running the bottom, and Junior's running the better line, which is the top. So that might
I
be the
think
reason
Johnson
why.
might also be trying to save a little bit.
He could be, because Jack and us said to not go full out here because he knows the 88 will be faster than them and getting all the laps led because of the outside. So the 48 is listening to him and not pushing it too hard. The 88 completely different story.
He did get rear end damage, so spoiler.
It's a game of offense and defense right now. The 88 on the offense, the 48 on, the 48 on defense.
It's okay, Trey Boy. Take your time.
The nail in the final coffin.
Nope.
But the
Now
48,
save that for the end of the race.
the 48 might have a little damage on his spoiler. So his spoiler might be a little screwed up. So maybe he has less drag, but he might not have the downforce, which might be the reason why
he's still there.
behind in the
does
corner.
not have enough energy to pass him.
He can stay with him. Look.
Right at his quarter panel. A little bit of a run, but just running the middle, he commits to it.
Yeah, you see mid-corner, and then on the throttle, he just gets right back up to him.
Yeah, looking like he's going to do a little bit of a run. He just gets him on the straightaways.
They got less than a half a lap to the lap bar. Once they reach him,
why was he? Why did it take him 55 seconds to get a lap? Did he pit? Did he pit? He might have. Lap traffic's going to be in front of the 88. That's what this 48 needs. 48 gets loose. One thing Johnson doesn't want to see is that 88 get clear of him, and then they get a lap chart, because then it's going to be really hard to get around him. 24 has not lost that much time. Neither has the 11 nor any of these guys back here. Kasey Kahne holding on to 8th. Right,
Jimmie Johnson just cannot wait till they get to traffic. That's his only shot at this.
Thing is that lapped car. I don't know if he did pit, but if he did pit, he's on fresher tires. Even though he is slower, he's going to be a lot harder to pass if he's on the
He's
tires.
only a second faster.
If Johnson clears the 88.
As we see, they're still side by side to the lead.
Is Lambo
Johnson
okay?
on the bottom and Dale on the top.
He's probably fine.
I guess he's alright, isn't he? Oh, look at that. The 40 is closer to him than ever. And he get a little bit of side draft.
He got to run into turn 1, but he's got to slow down a little bit earlier because he's on the inside.
Oh.
He really needs them to get to that traffic and to make sure he is at the 88's quarter panel. We saw it in the first stint of this race. Johnson ended up losing the outside lane, losing that position to Dale Jr. when they first caught the lap traffic, and now Johnson's going to try to do the same thing. Although I don't know if you've noticed, but especially in turns 1 and 2, Junior's been trying to work a little bit lower than he has been for most of the run, probably just to see if he can force Johnson low enough for him to get under that lap traffic and take it 3 wide.
30 to go, boys. 30 laps to run.
In the rest of the season.
Johnson lost the 88, but how long can he keep him behind him for before the 88 starts to get a run?
Well, that's the interesting thing, as we've seen before, Johnson appears to be the faster car. Now, he does have the damage, but judging by the fact that he's been this fast so far this run, there's a chance he still has the pace to at least maybe not be faster than the 88, but hold him off.
They're
It looks like Junior gets a little bit in the corners, but Johnson,
Oh, here we go. They're going to get him.
Yeah, they're going to get him right in turn 3 and turn 4.
Junior has to be patient here. He does not want to wreck himself. He's going to the wall.
Oh boy, he's taking
He's going to the wall. Can he go low enough? No.
No, he can't.
The 48 gets a lap.
This is what Johnson wants to see.
This is what he needed to see. Oh, Junior way behind the 66.
He's
Let's see if he can run him back down. He's running, looking low. Look how much time he gained because of that.
Look at the trap on the 88.
But now Johnson's got the preferred line. Even if Junior can get to him, I don't know if he can get around him.
Maybe faster going the middle. Let's see what amount of damage on the rear.
Look at how much run he got there.
Here he goes on his inside.
Now Junior's going to be able to use the lap cars to pick against Johnson.
Gordon is still losing a lot of time to them, along with the 11 and the 99. The 99 right now outside the top 10 in points. If he wants top 10 in points, he has to finish right where he should be, which is 4th. And let's get back up there with them. They are closing on the 26 car. The 26 is taking his line away. Will Johnson try to? No, he won't.
And Junior takes back to the
Smart
lead.
move to get out to the inside of that lap car as quick as he did.
56 laps completed here. 48. Now he's going to trail this. Oh my goodness. The 7 car in the way. They got stuck behind him.
They're both stuck behind.
They both are. Junior's taking the bottom.
Wait, maybe Johnson and Jr. saving fuel there. They might be really close on fuel. We're coming to less than 20 to go very soon. Will they have to pit? Because last season they made it around 60 laps on fuel, maybe 40, 50. I don't really remember, but you have to keep in mind fuel might be a big issue for these guys as Johnson gets really tight.
That was close.
Remember, like I said earlier, lapped cars were the reason why it was yellow earlier. So we might get another yellow.
Oh, we got one in the wall up here.
Yaley.
A little bit of contact there for...
Look at how much damage he has on that right side.
Yikes. What a great scheme, though.
Has he been hitting it recently? No, I think that was just because the 51, I believe, I don't think he pitted, never mind, but look at that.
Point this out. The gap to Jeff Gordon has closed from 2.5 seconds to just 2 seconds. Now, Gordon still has one more lap car to get around. The gap will probably increase a little bit until then. Just got to point it out, he's within striking distance. Johnson has to get the lead back from the 88 and hope that his teammate in the 24 has the speed to run them down.
Let's see if he can do it. He lost a lot of time there because
he was getting around the lap cars, but I will say it seems like the 24 is just so much better at getting around the lap traffic than both the 48 and the 88. Every time he gets to the lap cars, he either makes sure he catches them on the straightaway or catches them when he's already in the corner passing another lap car. So maybe the teams can share some information so the 88 and the 48 can learn how to get around these lap cars a little bit faster.
The 88 is pulling away from the 48. That damage might be catching up to him. Or is the 48 saving gas?
I think it could be a little bit of both, to be honest.
The 88 closing in the 83 of J.J. Yaley.
Johnson was about 8/100ths slower that lap, so just keep that in mind.
Johnson's going to have an easy time getting around Yaley here. He's going to catch him entering the corner much better than catching him in the middle of the corner.
Oh no, they're side by side. They're side by side. That's going to be problematic. He's up to him. Here comes the 48. Look at how much time he's reeling in. 88 thought about taking a 3-wide bottom, thought against it. That means the 48's going to do something. Looking low. 88 gets set up to the wall. Going to push the 98.
3-wide.
He split it.
Oh my god.
And he got around him.
Made it work. Johnson back to the front. Can tell just how much he wants this. Look at the gap to Gordon, under 2 seconds because of that.
What's the Junior's Junior gonna do?
Junior's trapped.
No, he's not. Look at taking a 3-wide middle.
3-wide on the inside. In the middle. What a move.
Kurt Busch is up to 4th. He is long gone from Hamlin now. The 4-car of Harvick looking to pass him here. Let's see if he can do it.
I wouldn't call that long gone, but...
Well, I mean, Kurt is...
Especially with the lap cars.
Yeah,
lap cars.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Lap
Oh
cars
my,
are very
Gordon's getting
concerning.
there. He's getting there. He lost a little bit of time there because of the 83. But look at this, Junior could reel him back in again.
Gordon's got to get fast.
Look at that, just like I said. Jeff Gordon always seems to catch these... Oh, never mind. I was about to say he catches them in good spots, but he just isn't getting around the 51 for some reason. He stayed well behind him.
Might be saving fuel.
51.
That was almost a wreck there.
Thankfully it wasn't. Still green, less than 20 to go here in the Homestead.
Yeah, that pretty much ended
I want
Gordon's
to keep an eye on
chances.
the 51 there next time.
Let's see, well, they're all pretty much by themselves for now. The 88 is a 10th faster than him. Look at that. A 10th. Oh, not really a 10th, but close enough.
Might want to take a look back at the Hornet's Nest around the 41 and the 11 and the 4, because they're about to catch these lap cars. We saw what happened the last time a big group of lead lap cars caught the much slower lap traffic. If these 11 and 4 keep staying side by side, 41 gets backed up to them, we could see a massive traffic jam. Now, I doubt we'll have yet another camshaft failure like we had the last time, but I don't know if that's necessary to cause an incident.
Let's see, let's go to the field here. Is anybody pitting? No. Look at how many lap cars they're going to catch if we stay green. The 40 of Landon Castle.
We got a car on the wall. Landon Castle.
He almost, that's in front of the leaders.
This could be disaster if they catch him in the wrong spot.
Let's see. Landon Castle apparently on the radio put himself in the wall to avoid the 21 because the 21's slowing down abruptly, might I add. That might affect how
the 24 is actually faster than both the leaders. He's running them down right now.
He's running down Johnson, but not Junior.
Junior's right there. Help too.
Oh, Junior's trying to take it to the top of the 40. Took it away from him. Looking low.
What is Castle
he's almost in the back of the 40.
Yeah, it looks like the 88 was getting a little desperate there. If you don't move over, he's going to do it himself.
25 to go, I believe. Or 15 to go, my bad.
15.
Oh, now we got a damaged lap car, Michael McDowell.
If this was the original distance like last season, Johnson would have won the race right now. But this race is a lot longer. And thank God it is, because we could have a really good finish, especially with the 24 really catching up to the 48. That could be disaster for the 48, or it could be the best thing he's ever heard.
48 needs the 24. Whether the 24 ends up beating him or not doesn't matter. Jimmie Johnson has to have one more car.
He's knocking the 88.
He has to have one more car finish in front of the 88 no matter what. So if the 24 gets there, all the better for the 48 car.
And this is really probably one of the worst situations for the 24.
Yeah, which teammate do you want to help? He lost a crap ton of time there because of the 21 and the 40. Let's get back to the 40.
Remember,
the 4 got ahead of him.
He might have lost time to Johnson, but he gained a lot on Junior. He's less than a second and a half back. That's the closest he's been to the 88 pretty much all run, aside from right at the start when they were bunched together after the restart. Now, Johnson, once again, losing a little time to the 88, but the question is, we know the 24 is about as fast as that 88 car, so every pack of lap traffic they go through, Gordon just gets a little bit closer and a little bit closer.
12 to go.
And will they have to make a pit stop? Will they run out of gas? Will we have another caution?
Find out on the next episode of Shark Tank.
11 to go this time. The 88 is reeling him in fast, but lap traffic, clearly Johnson's a little bit better than him, and the 24 needs to stay. Oh, the 24's pitting!
Oh, wow.
Jeff Gordon's going to get a huge jump from this. If Junior has to pit, then Gordon's going to have a whole faster lap than him. This might allow the 24 to even jump the 88. Even if Junior pits this time, it'll be a whole extra lap on fresh tires. How much have they fallen off from their fastest laps, Jake?
Almost 2 seconds.
Well, the gap was about 2 seconds between Gordon and Junior, so there's a chance here. Even if Junior pits this time, which I think he might. Here he comes.
Here we go.
Watch the 24. Watch the 24. We need to see where he is, because this is Junior's main competition. Nobody else is going to have a shot at him. If Gordon has a good pit cycle, which he might have, we don't know. We'll have to see here.
It looks like that.
Oh, Kurt's staying out, and then Denny Hamlin and Harvick.
They must be hoping for a caution that'll put the 48 and the 88 laps down. I don't know if that would give them enough time in the championship battle, but it would certainly help them.
Where are the leaders? Where are they? They are serving this. Oh, it's going to be really close. Where's the 24?
Where's the 24?
Here they go. Johnson's going to leave the pits before the 88.
The 88 stuck on pit road. He's out of pit road now. The 24 might pass him.
Here he comes. Gordon's going to get him.
He's going to get him. He's going to get him.
Wait a minute.
Gordon's going to get him. And with this move by the 24 around the 88, Jimmie Johnson will be your points leader.
Unless he gets around it. Unless he passes the 48.
No, the 48 had a great pit stop. I don't think the 24 is going to completely blow by him. He'll get to
Wait a minute.
Yes, he will. Look, here he goes. Gordon going to slam on the funnel. Can he get around him?
That means
He's going to fight him here.
That's going to put Gordon through.
It's not over. Gordon to the outside of the 48.
Looking for his second win of the season. Can he do it?
Johnson on the inside.
Junior's going to have to help the 24.
Around him.
Remember, we were talking about Junior was faster than the 48. Gordon was about as fast as Junior. Gordon might have more speed. And the lap car's going to be on the bottom. The lap car will be on the inside. They're both going to get around him, it looks like. Gordon's going to have to clear the 48 here.
And he does. Gets really loose up against the wall.
Gordon to the race lead. Under 10 laps to go.
Lap car up front is the 34.
Jimmie Johnson cannot get stuck behind these lap cars.
And he is! Going low! Getting really loose. The 24 set sails right now.
Junior's way too far back. He's not going to have a shot. They had a really big problem on that pit stop. His only hope is that the 24 holds on to this lead. If Gordon wins, I believe Junior will finish second, or will win the championship here from finishing third. Johnson will finish second in the race and the title. And you got to think here with just a couple to go. I believe if they get to 5 laps to go, the race is official. They will not be restarted even if there is a caution. Oh wait, do you have green, white, checkers?
No. If you turn that on, it turns it just to 2 laps. Oh, he's catching him. He reeled him in a little bit. The 48 sends it on the bottom. He knows this is what he needs for the title. Let's see how desperate he'll get.
Johnson is a little bit faster than the 24.
The 18 of Kyle Busch in front of him. 5 to go. 4 to go this time. Wait, no, 5 to go this time? Yeah, 5 to go.
Yeah, 5 to go. If they cross the line this time, they will not restart the race. What will Johnson do? How desperate will he get?
He is sliding it in there. He's a 10th faster than him.
Remember, Johnson's car is clearly better at the start of the run, but will he fall off here? There's only a couple laps left, so I wouldn't think he'd have too much time to fade. I wouldn't think he'd have too much time to, to fade off here, but he's really pushing that car, so there's a chance.
Gordon, who pitted a whole lap before.
I'm pretty sure the 88 strategy was to just pit with the 48 and try to just finish ahead of him. Forget what Jeff Gordon was doing, but he messed up. Or I think his pit crew had a problem. He had a much longer stop than the 48. This is going to be good for Johnson. Very bad for Junior and Gordon.
Gordon got held up by Kyle Busch.
Johnson's taking the bun.
He cleared him by a mile. The 424 can't get around the 18, I mean.
3.5 to go now down the back stretch.
Right now, Jimmie Johnson made the pass for the lead of the race and the championship there with help from Kyle Busch. 3 laps to go this time by.
Traffic though.
And he's got, look, it's McMurray, the same one who put him in the wall.
3 to go now.
Or the one who spun him out.
Kyle Busch side by side is talking about Jeff Gordon on 1 pit with his tires.
Kyle Busch is going to let him go.
Gordon's got him one more lap on his tires here.
If the race was a little bit longer, I think the 88 would be up there. But here we go. Coming to 2 to go in the season.
Side by side. He's in the
God! Almost!
He's gonna get around.
Oh my God, what a genius move!
Oh,
2 to go!
By Johnson.
Johnson's taking the
He
bun.
clutched
won
it!
the championship right there. I don't think Gordon's got anything for him now. I don't think they'll catch any more lap cars.
Jimmie Johnson looking to try and to tie the record for the most championships with 7. Can he hold on?
A fantastic move he did. Pulled to the outside of the 55, shot to the bottom of the 1 car, rolls off the corner. He'll see the flag he wanted to see since the start. White flag is out.
Jimmie Johnson this season his only win came at Pocono. He won last week by passing the 88 on the last lap. Through 1 and 2 for the final time in the season. Jimmie Johnson looking to make history here at Homestead.
What a fantastic move he had, and a great strategy by the 24. That's going to allow the 48 to have the extra 5 points he needed on Johnson. He rolls through turns 3 and 4.
Jimmie Johnson makes history, gets his 7th championship in 2014.
Jeff Gordon brings it home in second, Junior third, so a 1-2-3 finish for Hendrick Motorsports. Carl Edwards, with one of his only top 5 finishes of the season, brings it home in a solid 4th place finish. Actually, I guess he got passed by Kurt Busch in the last lap there, but still a solid top 5 for him. We'll have to see if Kurt Busch, the 11 and the 4, did not have good pit cycles as Kasey Kahne got around them even. So we'll have to see if that allowed Kurt to get a top 3 finish in the standings. But what a drive by Jimmie Johnson here. Gets crashed in with lap cars, leads the most laps on the day. Who had the fastest lap?
48.
So that's another 5. So even actually, I think he might have won it even without the 24 there. We'll have to see after the points, but still, that is
he has to get more
incredible.
than 17 points on the 88. That's what he needs.
It was 17? I thought it was 12.
Wait, no, I mean 12. My bad, 12. That's what
I was about to say, he got
misspoke.
He got 10 total for both positions, and then I believe the extra 5 for the most laps led will do it. He didn't even need the fastest lap bonus. Jimmie Johnson is your winner and your champion here this season.
Such a great season, and what a championship fight that was. We all thought Gordon was going to get around the 48, but Gordon just did not have the long run speed, and Jimmie Johnson is your champion for Season 2 of this championship mode.
There had to be so many lead changes that race.
Don't look at the point standings on the right, but oh my god. And the season ends right there. 10 lead changes. Johnson with, I believe that is, look at this. 4 different leaders. Kevin Harvick led 2, but it was mainly the Hendrick guys of Jr. and Johnson. Is that 165 points for Dale Jr.?
I believe so. For Dale Earnhardt Jr. there. Look at that. The difference was 7 laps. So if Jeff Gordon had held on, actually this is important here. I believe if Gordon had held on to the end through there with the end of the race after leading, taking it from the 48, I don't know if Johnson would have gotten the most laps led bonus. So I mean, it turns out he didn't need that bonus, but obviously if Gordon had stayed ahead of him and won the race, Johnson not only would have lost the most laps led bonus, I think he would have either tied with Jr. or been pretty close to it, or, obviously he would have not gotten the extra 5 from winning the race, so he really did need to get around that 24.
Let's see here. Some of the guys didn't register, but what a season for some of these guys. I believe Kurt Busch could have passed 160 points, 151, 142. I believe he did pass one of them, but Kurt Busch probably had the toughest season to go through. Was one of the heavyweights of the championship for the first 10 races, leading the points wire to wire, and then just the summer stretch came along and he wasn't the same. Comes back winning 3 out of the 5 previous races this season. Just unbelievable by Kurt Busch. Really, really solid season. Hopefully he can get it done next season. And hopefully he can finally get that second Cup Series championship. Anyways, Jimmie Johnson ties Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt for 7 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series titles. Let's see if he can get 8. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next season.